Welcome to the On the Hill Sports Podcast. I'm Jack Duty, joined by my co-hosts,
Griffin Mainers,
Grant Ferguson,
Mason Smiley.
On this podcast, we will talk about sports from around the world, including here in our home of Harrison County, Kentucky. Harrison County, a pretty exciting thing happened. I think it was last week. The boys bowling team is going to the state for the first time ever, I believe. So it's a pretty exciting thing.
pretty sure Boston Reynolds had like the highest score.
Yeah, something like that.
Congratulations, guys. Going to state.
Mark did pretty good too. Yeah. We also have exciting special guests that we'll bring on later in this episode. Definitely going to be one to watch. Good entertainer. And also in Harrison County, the girls basketball had 3 matches since the last time we had an episode. They played Pendleton, got a good district win. Played Carroll, got a really good district, or not district win, but a really good win. And then they lost to Nicholas. And then you had the Pendleton game, weren't you? Yep. You all had a good performance. What do you think about it?
No, both teams were pretty evenly matched. Good game, competitive game, and pretty close. I mean, did pretty well overall.
Yeah, in the Pendleton County game, Bailey had 17 points and 6 rebounds, and Hayden had a double-double, 14 points, 10 rebounds. And then in the Carroll County game, Hayden had 17 points and 8 rebounds. She's really been coming into her own.
Pendleton County game was a great 38th district atmosphere. You know, it was a pretty hectic game. I think our girls were up like 1 point with like 30 seconds left. So we had some clutch free throws down the stretch and really pulled out a good district win.
Yeah. And in the Carroll County game, although Lauren Hicks did not have any points, she had something like 16 rebounds or something.
She's
Hustle.
Yeah.
She doesn't score a lot, but she's always making an effective game.
Yeah. Using her body.
One of those glue players that every team needs.
Yep.
And boys basketball beat Pendleton, obviously beat Robertson, and then unfortunately took an L to Nicholas. That was a tough game out there, Mace. What are your thoughts about that loss?
It was a tough game, you know. Nicholas came in all fired up. They're always amped up, ready to go when they play us. They controlled the offensive and defensive backboard for that matter. So, and then we just weren't hitting shots. We didn't move the ball well, and so we just took the loss. But you know, we'll bounce back, and we have another district game Friday against Robertson. Then we'll play Pendleton again next week. So.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting atmosphere in Nicholas County for the district championship. I assume it's going to be you two in it, so it's going to be exciting to see. What was that big guy's name? Played pretty good for them.
Preston Blake. I think he finished with 18 and 11.
Yeah.
We gotta figure out a way to control Preston Blake off the backboard so when we play him again, if we meet him in the district tournament.
Yeah, he was definitely a problem. Braxton, he's a great rebounder, but he just, can get rebounds over him. But also in the 10th region, the Reed brothers have been dismissed from the Mason County Royals. It's a big story in the 10th region. So Mason County drops probably like 5th in the 10th region behind Augusta, Harrison, Nicholas, I guess now, maybe.
Well, I don't know. Mason County still will be fine. They're a talented team. They're well coached, and they have a great winning culture over there. And, it's a huge blow when you lose 2 players like Blake and Caden. They're 2 of the better players in the 10th. They just weren't getting along over there. It was good for both parties to leave.
Yeah, we're not going to go into speculation with that decision, but
I mean, good
a
players.
lot of stuff didn't go around. But
They are pretty good players.
I mean, who is it? I think it's Blake. He
All-time leading scorer in the 10th region, Blake is.
He's like 5th all time in the state, something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, he was on track to break King Kelly Coleman's scoring record and get 2nd behind Travis Perry. And that'd be, that's insane.
Yeah.
So to go from that to not playing high school basketball anymore, you got to wonder what's going on.
Yeah.
They need to lose the attitudes.
Yeah.
It seems like a trend with the Reed family.
Yeah.
NFL playoff results. And the AFC Championship seemed like everyone wanted the Ravens to win, and the Swifties and Chiefs got it done.
America couldn't get it done.
Captain America.
Zay Flowers is going to be kicking himself for the rest of his life. He just had to taunt, and then he gets. But that was a great play by, was it Trent McDuffie who punched the ball out?
Yeah.
That was a great play.
Yeah.
Well, Willie Snead.
Yeah.
Willie Snead punched the ball out. That was a great play there at the goal line to, really save the Chiefs' season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really wish they lost.
Can't stand them.
And then a great comeback by the 49ers in the NFC Championship.
Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah, Dan Campbell made some questionable calls. I think he should have took if they would have kicked 2 field goals, they would have had 6 points and they win the game.
Yeah.
But you know what?
And it changed momentum.
His aggressiveness pays off a lot. And he got him into that situation with his aggressiveness. aggressiveness.
I mean, I get that's how you've coached all year. I just feel like in that scenario, you got to take the points. Every point matters in the playoffs.
Yeah, when they could have had the field goal to tie, I would have said take the points. But
Exactly.
some of the fourth down, it's not his fault that Jameson Williams dropped the ball.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. But also this weekend is this weekend? No, next weekend's. So this weekend's the Pro Bowl, right? And then the
Yep.
Super Bowl.
Super
after
Bowl's
that.
in 2 weeks.
So Super Bowl. What do y'all think? Gonna win?
I think the 49ers are the better team, but I've picked against Patrick Mahomes past 2 weeks, and it's not looked good for me. So I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
Yeah, I want the 49ers to win, but I think the Chiefs will probably win it.
I'm just going to go with the Niners. I hate the Chiefs so much.
Yeah, the 49ers.
Patrick Mahomes is he's just on another world. He's just that good.
I really feel bad for the Lions. They have never been to the Super Bowl.
Nope,
The
never.
Chiefs had really turned from good to evil in the AFC. When they were battling the Patriots, everyone wanted to see them succeed. But when they go against the Lions, everyone wanted to see them. Or not the Lions, but the
Ravens.
Everyone wanted to see them
I
go.
think part of that's just the Mahomes family and Taylor Swift that just drives every NFL fan nuts. Can't stand them anymore.
Taylor Swift's not going to be there for the Super Bowl, though.
I think she is.
I think she is.
They've
'Cause
calculated it.
her concert is
in Japan,
yeah.
and it gives her enough time to get to the game. And get
So
ready for it,
that's awesome.
Yeah, all the
Good for us.
Oh, yeah, great game. Everybody's gonna be scoring touchdowns and destroying each other, especially in the press box. But
Yeah.
No disrespect to her, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fantastic singer, but
well,
it's all right.
Beautiful
we'll
woman.
not get into that.
Yeah.
Carry on.
I think she's a very nice woman, but
You met her?
no.
Yeah, I think all the Swifties really like her, so
I think
she has to be a somewhat good person.
Well,
Seems like she's pretty humble.
Well, whatever.
But moving on, we got Duke UNC this weekend. That's always a big game. Was it Chapel Hill or Cameron Indoor?
It's at Cameron Indoor this weekend.
wow, it's gonna be a good environment.
Yeah.
Durham, North Carolina. That's always gonna be rocking, even though it's like 6,000 seats. But
I think it's I'm a North Carolina fan, but I think it's the best college basketball venue.
Yeah.
I mean, when you have that many people in such a tight arena,
Yeah. And the culture and history in that gym.
the seats are always going for like $350 just to
Yep.
get in the door.
Students are already
Sitting
camping
for
out.
3 months.
Yeah, students are already camping
Really?
out. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Good atmosphere.
Yeah, John Shire. I don't know, personally, I have nothing against John Shire, but I just don't like him. He just seems like I don't know. Seems like
I think this is going to be an epic game. I think right now Duke leads the all-time series by 4 wins because they swept North Carolina last year.
Duke had a disappointing loss to Pitt last week.
Yep.
But UNC lost to Georgia Tech. Was it this weekend?
Yesterday, 74-73
Close game.
Tough loss.
at Georgia Tech. But Duke beat Virginia Tech at Virginia Tech on Monday, and they looked pretty well in that
Duke also
game.
lost to Georgia Tech though, so maybe Georgia Tech's better than we thought.
Yeah.
So
I think it's going to be, it's going to be a battle. It always is between those two programs.
yeah.
I think Hubert Davis and John Shire have to bring their coaching A games.
Yeah.
New coaches in the rivalry still.
Yep.
Taking over from great coaches all time.
Yep.
Will Williams and
Coach K.
yeah, two of the good. All right, now we'd like to welcome in our special guest, wrestling coach, assistant principal, and middle school defensive coordinator, Coach Josh Ashbrook. Thank you. Jack, welcome in.
Well, it's good to see you. Thanks for having me. Travel a long way to
Of
get
course.
Always good to have you.
We got a few questions. All right, we got a few questions for you today about your wrestling team. Yeah, he was looking at that.
Really good.
Yeah.
I'll start off with the first question. What is your experience working with wrestlers of different skill level?
Oh man, well, I believe wrestling is for everybody. 8 feet tall, 2 foot short, 300 pounds, or 100 pounds soaking wet. Yeah, I have all of them. I recruit everybody. We have one of the biggest programs, if not the biggest in the state. So I think we had 60 youth, about 45 middle
Wow.
school, about 35 girls, and about 45 boys on the team. So
Jeez.
we take them all. It's for everybody. So
I really wish I wrestled. I mean,
you should have.
You should have.
I really wish I did.
Man, why would you not?
Yeah.
You're
Parents
all kinds-
parents
you have
wouldn't
all
let me.
kinds of blood in there. It's probably because of the pelvis injury. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I enjoy coaching everybody. It's I try not to focus on only the good ones because you got to develop them. And, eventually the ones that are not so good now are going to be the better ones in the future. So you got to focus on everybody.
Yeah.
And I love the grassroots approach. I run my youth. I help run my middle school. I run girls and I run boys, and we run JV as well. So it's tough, man. I'm getting a lot of gray hairs.
Yeah.
It's worth it. I like winning.
Still look
so-
good, though.
Exactly.
That's right. I'm getting a haircut tonight, Rob.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys won regions last year, right?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah, last year we didn't do as well.
Who'd you all do too?
Great Crossing.
Great
They're
Crossing.
loaded. This
loaded
is,
again this year?
they're loaded again this year. It'll be tough to beat them, but I think we can do it. We squared off with them at the Warhawk Classic, and they beat us by a good margin. But I mean, it was 32-man brackets. At our region tournament, it'll be 16-man brackets, and a lot of our guys will place top 4, and that's what it takes to win the region. So we'll see. It'll be a battle, and I'll have our boys ready. So.
Yep.
So, obviously, you got a studly team this year. You got, like I said, Logan Dingus, George Dennis. But which of those guys do you think have the real potential to win the state championship for the weight class?
As far as being top 5 and being a legitimate contender, I would say Jackson Wells. He's ranked number 1.
Yeah.
George
Wow.
Dennis has ran the gauntlet all year. I've matched him up with the toughest opponents all year. He's
Yeah.
only lost once, and that was to the defending state champ from Taylor County.
Dang, that's
Wow.
crazy.
He lost 3-2 to him in overtime. So I would bet on Jackson and George, and then we have Logan Dingus, who's ranked top 5 as well, and with a good draw. And if he stays healthy, I think he can win it as well. And I think we have about 4 or 5 supplemental placers as well that can get on the podium. But it's all about the draw. It's all about having your best day and staying healthy. So.
And I hear last weekend we went down to Taylor County for the state duels, placed 4th. Can you talk about how that weekend went?
So, for the I've been here 11 years. Out of those 11, we've taken top 5 at state duels, which the only other program
Wow.
to do that is Union County, who's a
Yeah.
perennial powerhouse.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's
we're
great.
trending in the right direction. We were 1 match away from beating Paducah Tillman, who was last year's state champs. We lost to them. They won 8 matches. We won 6. It's all a matter of if 2 of the matches we lost, if they would have been pinned, or if we snuck in another win. But we wrestled tough, man. It was fun. If you guys need some video clips, just check out Facebook. Matt Watson had a huge win. He had
Great.
The
Yeah,
Michael Jordan
I saw
flu
that.
game. He had the flu match. So I sent him out there. He was probably 50%. He went
Yeah.
out there and stuck the kid. And
Wow.
It was awesome.
Great.
So the atmosphere was fun. I hope it's a springboard for the younger kids, because we are kind of young. I mean,
Yeah.
we have 8,
Yeah.
9 seniors,
Yeah.
but we have a big team.
And you guys went down to Campbellsville's wrestling room the night before, didn't you?
Practice there the night before. My old college coach, that's where I wrestled. He let us in, and we got our weight off and
That's good.
went to the hotel, and I taped the doors shut, and we got a good day's
Yeah.
rest. So
That's good.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was a really great time.
You can take
Proud of
that
our
over
boys.
to
Yeah, you have to. For sure. Probably 20 rings.
Yeah.
I love watching wrestling. I mean, it's insane. They're always active, getting down and dirty. I love watching all that action.
State tournament.
You should.
It's on
You
Saturday.
should. Make
Yeah.
sure you do the pre-order tickets, because
Yeah. All
if you
right.
buy them day of, it's like $2 more.
Wow.
Do that. Yeah, it's fun, man. You guys will love it. You'll
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Is
Really
that
good atmosphere.
the All-Tech?
All-Tech. All-Tech. Yep.
Yeah, so if you're want to support the Red Wrestling team, come out to the All-Tech Arena. What day is it?
February 15th and 16th, and then we run girls on the 17th. Our girls have region this weekend. This is the first year that girls wrestling has been sanctioned, so
Yeah.
we're hoping to
Bring 'em
win
that
the
first-
ever,
yeah.
girls region tournament. So that would be awesome.
I like our chances.
Best girls this year.
Man, we have a lot of good girls. I have
Don't we have a 3-time state champ?
Layla Davis is a 2-time champ.
2-time.
Runner-up. I have another girl at she's a lightweight, but she's in 8th grade. She's ranked number 1 at 100 pounds.
Wow.
107
That's
pounders
crazy.
ranked 7th. Allison Dye is very tough.
yeah,
She's
Allison
ranked
Dye.
Oh yeah.
8th, I believe.
Wow.
Lexi Boland's really tough. And she's ranked, I think, top 8 as well. Isabel Bryant is tough. About all of our girls, aside from one weight, are ranked. So
Yeah.
we got a pretty solid team. We're 3-time state champs and 2-time runner-ups. Should be 5-time, but we won't get into that. That's for another episode. We can go down that rabbit hole, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Griff, you got any questions for him?
So, like you mentioned about your youth program. And does that kind of keep from having a fall off like other sports?
Oh,
where you
yes.
get a good group in and then it
Yes.
count falls
So
off?
if you guys are invested in sports in the community, so you kind of hear the rumblings and everybody's complaining about basketball and football and baseball, and the only way you change that is when you're invested at all levels.
Yeah.
I run from top to bottom. That's the only way your system is implemented and you control what's going on. So until that happens, can it happen? Probably not. But we need more good volunteers, and
Yep.
we need better parenting.
Yeah.
We need parents who are invested in their kids and are taking them outside and making them hit rocks and stuff like I used to. And,
Yeah.
you know, throwing balls off the roof and catching them. I mean, that's where kids are developed as athletes.
Yeah.
You know, the foundational, you know, skills of physical fitness are built from age 3 to probably 10. And that's in the backyard.
Yeah.
And we don't, everybody else is on games now. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're seeing less and less athletes
Yeah,
nowadays.
it's disappointing.
Sad to see.
I really admire your work ethic towards the youth while also being the high school coach. You know, that's
It's tough.
it really shows your devotion to the wrestling community and overall youth of Cynthiana.
Yeah.
But I have a good support staff. Coach Colin Coy is huge.
Oh yeah.
I need a few more Coach Coys and a few more myself so we can
Mhm.
start delegating. But
Yeah.
you know, it's what I got to do to have a good program, and we've been doing that for 10, 11 years. So I'm just going to keep doing what I can do until I have a stroke
Yeah,
or
you got
something. You know.
You got some great guys still around the program.
Yeah,
Right.
Yep, Coach Dingus and Eric Dingus and Mike Rossi and Jeremy Birdfield Pott. I mean,
Yeah.
I have a lot of
Uh,
guys behind the scenes as well.
Coach Duffy, does he not help anymore?
Coach Duff, he is one of the main cogs in the girls.
Nice.
He's really good at managing kids, and he learns with the girls. So every year
Yeah.
he's becoming a better and better coach.
No, and he's a good volunteer. You know, he
Yeah.
didn't wrestle, but you know, he's spent the time to get to know the sport.
Once he and Katie got married, I told him he had one choice. You know,
It's part of the deal. Yeah.
That's right.
Does his son Cal wrestle?
Yes, he's tough.
Yeah, he
has
is.
a lot of energy, and wrestling is great for him.
Yeah.
I mean, the kid is an athlete. He's
Yeah.
good at whatever he does. And
He's strong for his age.
Golfer too.
Yes, he's good at everything.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
fun to be his uncle and coach him up.
And
Well-
your kids wrestle, right?
My kids, both mine do. My
Yeah.
daughter is going to compete in the first ever all girls youth state tournament, and Tate wrestles this weekend on Sunday. So,
Great.
we have girls weekend on Saturday, JV state. After girls, I'm going to JV state, then I'm going to go to middle school state, and then on Sunday, I'm going to youth state to coach about 30 youth kids. So
Wow.
No wonder you're not getting golf.
that's I know. But I'm getting there, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we appreciate you coming on.
I think that's all we got for today.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work, Coach.
Yep.
Thank you, boys.
Keep up the good work
Thanks for
and
having you.
And take care of that hand.
bring home a state title for the community.
We're going to try. We're going to
Yep.
try. See you, boys.
See ya.
See you
Appreciate
later.
your production crew. Y'all are awesome.
Yep.
Good luck out there.
Alrighty.
That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for tuning in, and hopefully we're gonna have some special stars like Ashbrook again on the Sports Podcast. But that's it for us. See you guys next time.
See ya.
Yep. Pretty good shot.